Ms. Touton, I would like to turn our attention to the Colorado for just a moment and the money that's been spent to try to assist in the settlement that's recently, I hope, reached. And can you share with us what part, how big a part, numerically, that portion of the $4 billion in the IRA played in that solution, and how much, in other words, did the IRA factor in when it comes to money paid?
So when the Inflation Reduction Act was enacted, it provided us the authority to find long-term solutions, which we'll be using the bulk of the funding for, as well as bridging solutions to solve in the short term. And so the framework consensus proposed by the lower basin looks at compensation close to $1 billion, but that in the term of the time we're looking at is 3 million acre-feet of water. This amount of reductions have never been done on the river before. So the magnitude of those reductions and that being done voluntarily is a significant step forward for the Colorado River.
How much per acre foot? How much per acre foot?
It varies. So when you look at long-term contracts, it ranges from $330 to $400, and there's certainly other provisions that we're looking at too. I'm happy to follow up for the record for you.
Is it correct to say that what's really happening is the money is being paid to stop farming and shift that water to cities? Is that correct?
There are cities that also have signed up. Actually, tomorrow we will be signing with the city of Tucson for them to leave water in the reservoirs, as well as the Gila River Indian community, who have helped to provide 125,000 acre-feet.
The short question is, are we spending $1 billion to basically place water into cities as opposed to farms? Is that what's happening?
We are looking for sustainability in the system.
Okay, of course we all are, but the question is, are we using that $1 billion to put water into cities?
We're using that water to put water in the system, and that includes sustainability for agriculture.
I'm sure we can look at the agreement and figure it out. Let's move to something like
Sure.
aquifer storage for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Is the department, under your watch, assisting in advancing aquifer storage in California in particular, but across the nation?
Yes.
Because it seems to be one of the most important places we could be spending our time when it comes to storage. And can you share with us whatever you're doing in that space and whatever amount of money is being spent? So we don't have time today to go into any detail, but it's of terrific interest to me and I think everybody else. So will you provide us with that?
I can, if I could just quickly, we have 27 215 flood control contracts in the Central Valley, up to 50,000 acre-feet. Some of that will be used for aquifer storage, and $10 million in aquifer storage grants in Del Puerto and Kern Aquifer Bank.
Right. Thank you, and
Thank
I
you.
appreciate your efforts for the department. With that, I yield back.